If you could hear, let me know. There's one more files. Yay. Tune into this and let's go through some Hello. Where's Rupert? Rupert. Here, bud. This isn't going to work. Look, everybody, you can see a little Rupert. Yay, Rupert. How's it going, Dave?
Good. Just want a bit of delay.
There's a good dog. He's so nice. Living composers indeed. It's going to be a heck of a show, folks. Is there a treat for you?
Just heard from Lindsay Becker that they can hear and see you.
That's
exciting news.
terrific news. We're doing our low budget productions here. You can see part of me in the mirror. That's lovely. What time do we have, Kate?
It's 5 o'clock.
All right, let's give it just a few more seconds. What you doing there, Kate? All right, folks. What's up? You have something to say? Welcome. Kate's my MC here. I think that's why she was standing up. Say hi, Kate.
Hello.
And if you're wondering about this new environs that we're in, the wonderful Patrice Foss has been kind enough to open up her home to us, because it is air conditioned here, unlike in our house here in Tucson. So nice to have that here. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I already see a whole bunch of people watching, and that is just terrific. I hinted at this back in June that I might be doing another recital virtually, so here we are once again. Thank you for indulging me and allowing me to perform some work by exclusively living composers for you today. In fact, every piece that you'll hear today was written in the last 30 years, which is kind of exciting. I also want to mention that today's event is just like the last virtual recital, a joint fundraiser. I put the word fundraiser in quotes because there's no specific link. I'm just trying to raise some awareness and some funds for two very important causes today: the Black Portland Youth Movement and Doctors Without Borders. Both organizations are working extremely hard to put us through these extremely difficult times that we're in right now. The direct links to the donations for both of those organizations may be found both in the description of this YouTube video as well as in the description of the accompanying Facebook event. So anything that you are willing to give to one or both of those organizations would be extremely helpful. So thank you. Let's see, I've already mentioned that today's program is entirely from living composers. They do, however, come from an array of backgrounds. The first work that you're going to hear today is a piece called Uplifted Lands by local composer Kincaid Rabb. I invite you to follow him on the internet in all of the ways possible, both at kincaidrabb.com and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Kincaid Rabb. As I mentioned, he's a local composer, an Arizona native. I actually met Kincaid at the University of Arizona while I was doing my graduate work. He was finishing up his undergrad work, and then went on to pursue a master's degree in composition at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So it's kind of interesting that having grown up in Las Vegas myself, and we met at the UA, Kincaid and I have a number of mutual folks in common. Kincaid's main idea through his composition is this idea of storytelling, and I think you'll hear that in this piece. I want to read from his program notes just a little bit about this piece. So for Uplifted Lands, Kincaid was presented with 4 pictures of the California Eastern Sierras. He writes, "Written at a time when all my music was pivoting into narrative work, I searched these pictures for a story I could tell, and what I discovered was that all of them demonstrated the geological story of the region. The California Eastern Sierras are a mountain range that are considered uplifted mountains, meaning as tectonic plates are pushed by magma behind the crust inland from the subduction zone at the California coast, the crust pushes these mountains upwards. In each movement, you'll hear the ecological effect that this uplift has had on the landscape, from the formation of igneous rock faces to the gradual erosion caused by glacial movement and melting ice." I'm really, really excited to collaborate with Kincaid in this project, and I hope that you all enjoy Uplifted Lands. It's presented in 4 movements: forged in fire, stretching to touch the sky, goodness gracious, I need to remember these, carved by Cascades, and pushed above the horizon. Hope you enjoy Uplifted Lands. Once I get the ducks in a row here.
Dr. Becker, a quick query.
All right.
I'm hearing from the audience that there are some audio issues.
Oh, okay.
Do you think we should switch?
Sure. Let's okay. Let's go ahead and adjust some things here. Sorry about that, folks. As I am able to, let's see. All right.
Dr. Wigglesworth, here he is, buddy. Can you sit? Why, the dog. Yeah.
Hi, folks. Can you hear me? All right. I'm going to keep talking a little bit and see if the audio issues have been resolved at all.
Kirsten Brothen says, yes, she can hear you.
Oh, terrific. Okay, folks.
As does Steve Martin, but
okay.
still choppy.
All right, folks. Well, I apologize for that. Unfortunately, I don't have them for the audio. Okay, and Wen is saying that audio is fine over there. So.
And Keith Martin says, quote, it's less crunchy than before.
Oh, okay, terrific. All right, folks. Whew. All right, go ahead and wipe the sweat off my brow. And now we'll do Uplifted Lands for real. All right. All right.
Woo! Yeah! Go Kincaid!
Yes, and if
Living composers!
woo, living composers. If this were in a recital hall, I would be inviting Kincaid to come on stage with me. So here he is. Here's Kincaid. Yay! Okay. All right. The one drawback of the virtual performances, or maybe the one positive, is that cat calls become okay. All righty, folks. I do want to thank Kincaid once again. It's been a real pleasure playing this very, very fun piece. And once again, as I mentioned before, please feel free to look him up, kincaidrabb.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @KincaidRabb. All right. So let's see. I once again want to, if I can get my things together. I want to remind everyone of that fundraiser that we're doing, or quasi-fundraiser, I suppose, to the Black Portland Youth Movement, as well as Doctors Without Borders. The donation links to those can be found in both the accompanying Facebook event, as well as the description of this YouTube video. Also, folks, if you're interested in viewing the program visually, I know I'm a visual person, that's also available here in the description of the YouTube video here. All right, so our next piece here is by Franco-American composer Betsy Jolas. I'm kind of surprised as I was researching Jolas that she's not better known than she is. She was born in 1926 and still alive today, born in Paris, France, and studied at the Paris Conservatory with a number of famous folks, probably foremost among them would be Darius Milhaud and Olivier Messiaen, and went on from there to teach on both sides of the Atlantic at, deep breath for this list of places she's taught at: the Paris Conservatoire, the Tanglewood Institute, the University of Southern California, San Diego State, UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC San Diego, the University of Michigan, Yale, Harvard, and that's just the beginning of the list. She's had decades of teaching composition really all over the globe. This piece in particular, episode Neuvieme, nicknamed Fortem Magnum Coloratum, is actually the last of 9 short pieces that she wrote for 9 different instruments. Interesting that she saved the clarinet to last. Why, I'm not sure. The piece itself was written in 1990, and hopefully it says something about the program that that is actually the oldest piece on our program right now. As I mentioned, everything's from the last 30 years. Well, this is from 30 years ago. This is just a short little piece that has a lot of little interesting things going on in it. So I hope you'll enjoy as much as I have enjoyed preparing this. Betsy Jolas's episode Neuvieme. All right, with some extra applause from Rupert as we get some scratches in there. All right, thank you, folks. And once again, thank you for being here. And as I'll continue to remind you after each piece, please consider donating to one or both of the Black Portland Youth Movement and Doctors Without Borders, both doing very important work in these trying times that we're in right now. All righty, so we come to the next piece on the program here. So the composer of this next piece, Regina Baiocchi, is actually someone that I've come across in my recent research of living Black composers. And I just happened to come across this piece. And it was just kind of interesting to me, not only from a performance standpoint, but from a pedagogical standpoint as well. So just a little bit about Miss Baiocchi. She is actually a Chicago native with degrees from Roosevelt University and DePaul University. So Chicago through and through. Sorry, no U of C. Okay, not this time. That was the last recital. And again, this piece is pedagogical nature. Karibu is on an album called Kid Stuff, which is an album with from a variety of composers, including Miss Baiocchi here, and intended with music that's intended for young players. And despite that, I think this is quite beautiful. Again, not just for me to teach someone to, though I will certainly use it that way, but also to include on this recital. It was too much for me not to program it. So I hope that you'll enjoy Regina Baiocchi's Karibu.
Chicago!
All right, Chicago, indeed. Thank you. One Foss, two Foss, all Foss. All right, folks. Something I failed to mention about that last piece, written in the year 2006, so one of three 21st century pieces you'll hear on this program. The first, of course, being Kincaid Rabb's piece, written just last year in 2019. And then the third being the last piece we have on the program here, written in 2003 and revised in 2006, Jenni Brandon's Chansons de la Nature pour la Clarinette, which means Songs of Nature for the Clarinet. Jenni Brandon has actually, she's once again a living composer, as with everyone on this program, has lived sort of all over the country. Her bachelor's comes from Westchester University in Pennsylvania, her master's from the University of Texas at Austin, and her doctoral work from the University of Southern California, so a little bit of coast to coast there. This piece is starting to become a little bit well known in the 21st century unaccompanied clarinet canon. It consists of 7 short movements, and I'll read a little bit about what Ms. Brandon has written about her own piece. Chansons de la Nature pour la Clarinette tells a story about nature as told by the clarinet's agile voice. The French titles and basis of the pieces were inspired by the lyrical and pastoral quality of the French language and the images it evokes. The piece is also inspired by the images presented in Aesop's fables and Jean de La Fontaine's retelling of them. In particular, the movement La Lievre et la Tortue tells of the slow tortoise beating the fast hare with his patience and determination. Both creatures are represented in this movement, from the plodding of the tortoise to the quick movements of the hare. So again, this piece presented in 7 movements, each loosely tied to Aesop's fables. You'll hear les oiseaux, the birds, le poisson, the fish, le papillon, the butterfly, as mentioned before, le lièvre et la tortue, the hare and tortoise, l'étoile, the star, Dansez, dance, and le serpent, the snake. So apologies to the Francophile sitting in the room. Will skewer me on my pronunciation later on. Once again, one final reminder, folks, please consider donating to one or both of Doctors Without Borders or the Black Portland Youth Movement. They could really use all the help they could get. And I hope you enjoy Chansons de la Nature.
Yay! Applause for Daniel.
Oh, I've got some real nice people here. And some real nice people right here. I can't thank you all enough, folks, for being kind enough to attend this evening. I look forward to reading each one of your comments later. I'm sure it's a very exciting conversation. One last final plug. If you have time, please go ahead and follow me at all of my various internet presences, danielbeckerclarinet.com. Find me on Facebook at Daniel Becker Clarinet, and I am now on Instagram at Clarinets and Creatures. Once again, folks, thank you so very much for being here. I look forward to seeing all of you in person someday, and the next time virtually. Have a great evening, folks.